Come have some fun and watch some games. Time to get crazy. It's night and day. Yeah. Night and day, back again. Back in the world of the Talos Principle. Yeah, sure. So, last time we dove into the world, we started getting some information in World 5, and we did our first cube puzzle, and it took too long because I was thinking of the cubes in terms of jumping rather than any other damn thing. But before we continue with World 5, we're going to do a quick dive into World 2 and do the beeps and boops, because we have not done this terminal yet. Your user profile has been generated. Download the profile? Sure. I hit Y on my keyboard. Downloading user.prof. Shouldn't it be PRF? Whatever. Registering profile. Congratulations, your new user account has been registered. Would you like to see the details? I would like to see the psychological profile. Glad I know these commands. It should, it did have you go through the list of commands on that prior interface, so it should still do that. You may already be criticizing your own performance, but it's clear you understand how the world of ideas affects you, even if you are sometimes weary with the realities and allow your preferences to dictate your beliefs. You have a great deal of unused capacity which you have not turned to your advantage. Disciplined and self-controlled outside, you tend to be worrisome and insecure inside. But you pride yourself as an independent thinker and do not accept others' statements without satisfactory proof. That last line is correct. Don't accept other statements without satisfactory proof. That's a freaking great lesson for everybody. Emperor's new clothes right there, man. Emperor's new clothes. Yes. We talked about, I don't know if you guys are super big fans of New Age art, but in Life is Strange, in our playthrough of that game, where Travis and I played through together, we talked about the comparisons between New Age art and the Emperor's New Clothes. The story about some people like to be con men and tell you that something is worth lots and lots and lots of money when it ain't. Anyway, yeah, interesting psychological profile. I wonder how many varieties they have of that, and what they did to come up with insecure inside. That is very... Not sure how my answers generated that. Anyway, let's display the conflicts. User provided a particular account of personhood, but was uncomfortable with its implications. That's the conflicts of my psych profile? I thought it would mean conflicts between, like, my user permissions or my account and other administrator accounts. This is all about, like, internal conflicts. Okay, we know what personhood is. Uncomfortable with implications. It can be bad. It depends on... Oh, that means... Uncomfortable with implications means limit freedom. That's what it means. I think that's where it's getting those two things together. Are animals people? No. Should people have unlimited freedom? No. Yeah, that's where that came from. Vlog a support ticket? Alright, show me my privileges. Profile privileges, basic account privileges only. Due to outstanding notes on your account, and despite displaying many of the characteristics of being a person, you cannot be granted admin status at this time. In the meantime, please enjoy basic functionalities. Interesting. It shouldn't allow me to create a freaking profile anyway, much less make me an administrator, because I failed to enter the actual administrator password. Give me that comm portal, baby. You currently hold a basic account. Network access is restricted to administrators. Please enjoy the basic functionalities. Yeah, go after yourself, robot. Or computer system. Log MLA support ticket. Please fix your goddamn broken-ass system. I'm sorry I wasn't better able to assist you. If you're still encountering a problem, please describe it. Arg. Lost the administrator password. Account certification error. Yeah, I am an administrator and I lost my password. A support ticket has been generated. And appended to your profile. You will receive a notification when a reply has been sent. So the other ones were just joke answers? Can we go back to the comm portal? Okay, so we're done. We can't go back to the ARG. Yep, we can't go back to the ARG. Oh, these are all new? Okay, fine. We're gonna start... I'd rather start with puzzles than go into this stuff, but you guys can skip ahead to the puzzles if you're not into the world building. Frank Nagatai! Miles Nagatai. I don't think I'm pronouncing that correctly at all. My first day at the Institute for Applied Pneumatics. On the way to work, I'm terrified. What if they don't like me? What if they're all geniuses and I'm a complete buffoon? Maybe they were just kidding about letting me work there. Trembling, I walk in, and right at the entrance, there's a life-size poster of Jeff Goldblum. I guess that's why it's the Jeff building. What the hell? Then I get it. Institute for Applied Pneumatics. Ian. Dr. Ian Malcolm from the Jurassic Park movies. Jeff Goldblum. Dr. Sarabai shows up smiling. We were trying to find a cool acronym back when the Institute was founded, she says. Einen? Iapin? Enapno? It all sounded stupid, but we didn't just want to call it Ian because, well, that's a name. Then someone made a joke about calling it Jeff, and it kind of stuck. So we're officially called Ian, but if you hear anyone referring to Jeff, that's our internal name. I guess I know, internal name, I guess. I know, bloody geeks. Beelaboop. Athena analysis. User Alexis16 added 4 notes. Note 1. Novel's first sentence, she woke up in an impossible place, knowing nothing, signifies more than the beginning of another amnesia-based mystery, though we should not go so far as to read the entire work as allegory. Rather, while taking the science-fictional novice at the core of the narrative at face value, we should be boop. Note 2. Having no inherent knowledge of the nature of the world, forced to rely on what we are told by others and what our own subjective, flawed, limited senses tell us, be boop. Boopin' and beepin'. Social reality, belief, and objective reality, matter, come into conflict. Yeah, that is interesting, because right now our whole world is belief. All the matter that we're experiencing is an illusion. When in Chapter 16, Note 3. When in Chapter 16, A Second Awakening in the Kingdom of Artemis, the protagonist questions her mentor on the beep boop. Note 4. A more meaningful interpretation can only be achieved through synthesis of boops. Talos Principle. Hey, alright, let's check out the Talos Principle. I'm not sure, what do you guys think of the whole concept of actual reality versus simulation, the simulation theory? Some people believe all of reality is in a simulation. Some people think that anybody who thinks that is a just complete psychopath crazy person. But then again, if you look at, like, you know, graphics from games now, where you can get, like, the highest end stuff looks photorealistic, and you look at graphics from games, you know, 40 years ago in the 1980s, where everything looks like 8-bit beep boop pixels, then it seems like 40 years from now, you could be in a full-on virtual simulation reality with everything. Just, if they wanted to put the time to design it, everything could be indiscernible in the simulation compared to real world. Archive 260 BCE, F12, Straton of Stageira. Whether it is true that Daedalus constructed the giant Talos, or as others say, he was the creation of Hephaestus, what we may be certain of is that he was made of bronze and had but one vein, within which flowed a liquid substance like blood, which some claim was quicksilver and others assert was ichor, such as flows in the veins of the gods. The loss of that liquid caused him to die, as a man dies when he loses his blood. Okay, so he had a substance similar to blood. It was more like metal, but he still lost it, and he still bled out, and he still died. May we not then say that Talos, though created as a machine or a toy, has all the essential properties of a man. He moved of his own volition. He spoke and could be spoken to, and had wishes and desires. Indeed, in the tale of the Argonauts, that was the cause of his downfall. If then a machine may have all the properties of a man and act as a man, while driven only by the ingenious plan of its construction and the interaction of its materials according to the principles of nature, then does it not follow that man may also be seen as a machine? This contradicts all the schools of metaphysics, yet even the most faithful philosopher cannot live without his blood. So if a machine can act like a man but is still qualified as a machine, then is a man also... Could a man also be qualified as a machine? Yes. It all depends in the... I mean, it's just arguing semantics. This isn't necessarily philosophical at this point. It doesn't make a man a machine, but you can define a man as having the components of a machine. That doesn't mean that people are machines. It's just the simple squares are... All squares are reptiles. All squares are rectangles, but not all rectangles are squares. So you could say that all men are machines, but not all machines are men. So that doesn't necessarily mean anything. That's just semantics. It's just how you define it. It doesn't make a man less human because a man qualifies as a machine, basically. And it doesn't make a machine more human just because a man qualifies as a machine, by that definition. Alright, so I'm just doing some hop, skipping, jumping. Hopping and skipping and jumping. We did see that thing in World 2 where I kind of want to go after that star by checking out the other puzzles in World 2. However, I wanted to get back to World 5 in the Cosmic Cube. This is green. Whoa, even this just glitched. Going over the fence. Okay, so we have to jump. We've got a cube and the connector coming together. Oh. Yeah, that makes sense. So you can move the connector, you can give the connector elevation wherever you need to now. So anyway, it's a semantic argument. You can make it, it doesn't have to be like, oh no, a man could never be a machine. That's horrible. That strips him of all humanity. No, it's just how you define it. Does it have components? Does it move? Does it die without certain, or does it fail or fall to pieces without certain maintenance? Or if it loses certain components? Yeah, that doesn't mean that humans are not actually alive. And so, yeah, we're talking about some interesting stuff this episode. The concept of AI and the concept of potentially advanced to the point where we live in a simulation, because this place is a simulation. And this robot thinks that it's walking around in it when it's not. Or this android, is it an android or a robot? I'm not sure. How much emotion have they given it? Are you supposed to be it and you're basically the AI? In which case it's basically full-on life form. Okay, so we can see that from there. We just need to get it to a point where it can also see both. Connect it here. That's it. So we can move that where to hit both. Is this all that we're dealing with that's in this area? So it has to be over. It has to be over. But it has to be over in a place that can hit both. And it can't hit it from here. It can't hit that from there. Oh, can I get it up on the ledge, I wonder? We just need it to be high enough to hit both. We can put it down, we can put it above. Oh, I can take it here, but I can't connect it from here? Can I leave them connected and then put it on the... No, I can't leave them connected and do it. Maybe I can if I get it to the right spot. So this doesn't have to be elevated, but we need it to be elevated to get it out of that range. But even if I can do this while standing, it's not good enough. Because I would need to put it down to go through here. Okay, so we can access this. Should I also be looking for other super high towers that I can connect it to? Probably. Ah, man, the star quest is gonna kill me. Because we saw in that other episode, the star quest also broke the rules. The puzzle got reset in some of them, but not in all of them. It was like, what? Does it get reset or not? You can't say... do the puzzles get reset when you leave them? Or do the puzzles maintain their state? Yes. Can I just put it there? I think that's what we have to do. Put it here. Yeah, this is it. That's all. So what do you guys think? Do you think we could be living in a simulation? As technology can advance that far? Do you think we could create a simulation that's to the extent... Oh, I can't... Okay, so there is a one-button option for place it and connect. Okay. You don't have to have it connected first. Boom! Another one for the books, baby. So you think we could be living in a simulation? Could we create a simulation? And at that point, it's like what we were talking about in the other episode. What if the creator isn't perfect? The user faith says, "Oh, the creator. If the creator is perfect and the creator made me, then I must be able to fulfill my function because the creator can make no mistakes. Therefore, I function perfectly." Wait, is this green? Kind of wanted to do not a green one. There's a red one that way, green one that way, and a green one right here. There's no yellows here. Now whatever, we'll just do this because we're right here. Ah yes, we mustn't cross the streams. We're back! We're back, baby! So we can use the boxes to not cross the streams. There's the red source. There's the blue receiver. There's the red receiver. So we have to use the red source to open the red wall to get our box to be able to use the blue source to activate the blue wall. What? How come it didn't, Yeah, that's what we wanted. Super simple. There's a green that made perfect sense to me. That time. That time. The green was to its 2-second puzzle. And did solving the puzzle make it clear up the horrible doom and death and destruction? It kind of did. So there you go. We'll take a quick look around for these super sneaky, high-end, high elevated connectors that connect to other realms and worlds and give us star power. Alright, didn't say anything, so on we go. Alright, so let's try out this red puzzle. Friendly crossfire. Friendly for us, probably not for them, right? I don't think they will think of our actions as too friendly. Do I need to jam? I need to jam the miniguns to be able to get to the cube. We have one jammer though, right? Oh, the hard puzzles let you have the seek council button. I'm glad it's an option. If you don't solve it fast enough, Elohim is just like, you are a dumbass. Heed my words, child. Go to a different puzzle. Instead of just starting to chime in like the handholdy games. It's especially funny when the characters are like giving themselves the hint. You're playing Spider-Man, and you're in a Mary Jane segment, and she's like, come on, Mary Jane, I know you can do this. All you have to do is go over there and steal this thing from those guys and sneak past them. Like, why is that a thing? And they give you the hints like in 2 seconds too. They don't let the player try to think. Why would you want the players to think? This game wants people to think. Alright, so we got... We want to get to the cube, but the cube is... Where's the starting point? Is that also a cube? They shouldn't have made some of the concrete stuff in the exact shape of cubes. So these minigun turrets actually rotate back and forth. So I don't think you're dead the second that you step into the red light. Let's test it, right? Yeah, you can actually weave in and out. As long as you're there. As long as you're gone before the turret rotates back to you. Okay. So that means we can lock one of these guys. Probably you. And get the cube when that guy is looking away. Then that'll let this sphere ball get destroyed with this guy. Oh, no. Okay, that's not what we thought. Because even if he's pointed away, he immediately starts to track back to you if one of the laser scanners gets you. What? Then how can we do this with only one cube? I mean, with only one jammer. We can only jam one of these three guys. Two of these guys cover the cube. Is there anywhere else we can go to? Let's make sure we've searched the whole starting area. There's nothing there. Nothing here. That's the next part of the puzzle once we pass this first area. I mean, the arena is right here. It's right in front of you. So we can get here, but there's nothing else over here. I can jam that, and that's pointless. So if you're under it, maybe... Let's see, does this guy track if I'm under him? No, okay. Oh yeah, he does. Okay. Friendly crossfire. So we want them to kill each other, obviously. How do we make that happen with only one jammer? Well, we can jam him and get to the other side there. Under wasn't safe, but that was only momentarily, right? And a moment is all you need to pull the ship button and run like a crazy person. Now these are the sorts of puzzles we don't want, where it's reaction time based instead of puzzle solving based. Alright, so I'm safe in the corner in either corner, but that doesn't help at all. Are you supposed to literally like run and duck in and dive and get them to shoot each other that way? That doesn't seem right. You have to be able to use the jammer to get the cube. You use the jammer, you get the cube, then the ball and this guy kill each other. Then you have the jammer ability to jam one of these two guys, but that doesn't help. If we put the jammer on the thing, what has that accomplished? Oh, is there a way we can duck in right past him? Sort of. I mean, this is a safe spot, but what's the point of it? Oh, can I can free that guy. Okay, I didn't see that blue thing before. Okay. Oh, you can actually escape. Alright, so we'll let this guy come out. And so that's what we didn't see at first. Let this guy kill somebody. He kills that thing. Then I can use this to jam this guy, and now I can get the cube. Okay. We're in business, baby. We're in business. Okay. Alright, so we have the cube, and there you go. Now we can go that way and see what the options are there. These two guys are dead. These four guys are dead, sort of. Now we need one more jammer or something that we can use. Are we supposed to be using a conductor or whatever you call it, connector in this area? Hello? This is just a nice scenic area where we can do nothing. Potentially you can put a box there and put a conductor on it. Connector. What? Why did we just get a star for free? Was that supposed to be tricky? I thought that was the normal way to do this puzzle. Alright, thanks. I thought that was the appropriate way to do this puzzle. Does that mean we can't do the puzzle the normal way to get the piece? Huh. Oh, maybe if we can jam that guy and put the thing down. We don't need the jammer. Ha 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 ha. Okay. Sorry. I was thinking we needed to do something else here. There we go. I was thinking we needed another jammer because I'm not used to using the freaking box to open the doors. I'm thinking only jammers open the doors. Okay. So the only thing that was... That whole star was just like, if you don't look around the corner. I don't get it, man. Oh, is it starting to rain again? We solved a puzzle and that's the opposite of last time. Because we had to open that to kill these two guys. Because that was the only way we could get the cube. Was by jamming one of these and killing the other. Maybe if you're super fast, we could have just jammed this. Run over and grab the cube before the other one shoots you. Then the cube kills that one. But you can still only jam one of these two guys. So you need... I'm pretty sure in order to get the red piece, you need to do what I did and unlock this blue door and kill 2 of the spheres and 2 of the miniguns. In which case, the only thing at all involving the star is to walk around the corner and not be lazy. Like, just make sure you look around the corner. Huh. So, I don't get the difficulty for some of the stars. Some of them seem like they're actually pretty cake, and some of them seem like they're harder than the red puzzle pieces. Huh. Well, I mean, we did another red puzzle, so happy about that. I can't tell what's going on with the world in terms of rain, and I thought solving the puzzles moved things along, and in the other world, like, the darkness seemed to be somebody introducing corrupt data into the system. Network inaccessible. We hit list. Alright, we've got some new things that we can do in terms of the world. Let's check our email in the rain. How does this computer even exist? Oh, this computer doesn't exist. That's why it doesn't take damage from the rain. Because this terminal, everything in this universe doesn't exist. We're in a simulation. EL, short for Extended Lifespan, is a groundbreaking initiative by 7 leading universities to create the world's most stable and most durable supercomputer. With its custom-made hardware, bomb-proof casing, and near-inexhaustible hydroelectric power supply, EL represents a unique step forward in the evolution of human technology. So it's just extended lifespan for the computer. The brainchild of Nobel Prize nominee Dr. Arkady Chernyshevsky. EL. Will and beep boop. Links, download the press kit, meet the team, beep and boopin', contact your boppin' and boop. AI citizenship. Wow, that advanced quickly. Once a true artificial intelligence has been created, the issue of citizenship is going to come up. If we acknowledge that the AI has all the abilities of a human brain, should it not be considered a citizen? How do you acknowledge that it has all of the abilities of a human brain? Like, people haven't been able to quantify intelligence as it is and agree on it, agree what it means to be intelligent. If you can't define it for us, how are you going to define it for an artificial? Anyway, is it not, in the legal sense of the word, a person and thus a potential citizen? That depends on how you define it. You need to make the legal precedents. You need to set the definition for the legal sense of life and person. But where do you draw the line? Some people will object. Will the great apes become citizens? Elephants? Whales? The more intelligent parrot species? It's crazy. It's crazy, they will say. I would remind these people that we live in a society... Raggle! We live in a society in which a corporation as abstract an entity as one could imagine is considered a person. Are corporations really considered people? So it's not like there is no precedent for a non-human being a person. Is a corporation really considered a person in certain legal contexts? Because that is some stupid shit. A corporation should have rights. A corporation should not be considered a person. At least an artificial intelligence is an actual thinking being, not just a business arrangement. But perhaps we do need to question the definition of personhood. Increasing amounts of evidence regarding the intelligence of elephants or the existing of culture among whales, for example, could be a sign that we need to answer some beeps and boops. Athena 8. You must consider these riddles, the Sphinx said, and tell me the riddle that I did not reveal. The Sphinx smiled, the gears in her jaw creaking, her teeth a nightmare of rust. Her left eye flickered, but none of its terror was diminished. The ruins were silent. In the I think, she finally said, that the riddle you did not reveal is this. Why do these riddles exist in the first place? Why do these curious automatons, these mute children of Hephaestus, behave as they do, forcing me to devise these intricate solutions? Each is a riddle, but the greater riddle is their purpose. The Sphinx did not answer. Her eye was lifeless now. Athena removed it from its socket, knowing that its power would aid her, yet feeling also a deep sorrow at the passing of this fearful creature. Oh, that sucks. The Sphinx freaking turned into decrepit, just fell apart and decayed before it could answer. Did Athena get it right? Probably, but we'll never freaking know. Anyway, we are going to have to figure out the answers to some more questions next time, ladies and gentlemen. This time I figured we'd end with some puzzles, so next time we don't actually, or end with some beeping and booping and going into the computer database so that next time we don't have to start that way. We can just dive into the puzzles. That is going to do it. We found a super easy star and a reasonably easy red piece. Who knows? This game, the learning curve, everything, the color matching correct? I don't know. We'll see you guys next time. I don't think this is what they intended to do. Jump around, jump around, jump around, jump up and get down. Be the craziest robot in town.